Yo, what's up guys? So in this video, I'm going to teach you a sort of principle that will allow you to win no matter what happens in a sort of made up poker game. So this basic effect is normally known as the 10 card poker deal. However, this version of it, uses an old principle by Bill Simon called the Four Queens Principle. This goes all the way back to 1964 in his book Mathematical Magic. Since then, there's been guys like John Bannon, John Rockefeller, David Solomon, all those great thinkers of magic contributing to this principle and making it to what I'm about to teach you today. And of course, some of my own thinking, which is, I mean, come on. Let's get into it. Alright, so I will demonstrate this routine as if I'm doing it for somebody in real life, which I'm not. There's nobody here, and then I'll break it down for you, okay? So, for this, I need somebody who knows how to play poker. You, sir, you'll be perfect for this. I'll give the deck some cuts and just sort of mix them around like this. And you can do the same thing. Really make sure they're mixed. Just cut some cards down to the table, and you can mix them up like I did too. Cut some more, mix them up like that, and gather them however you want to, like I did. Maybe they do something like that. All right, so watch. In poker, we'll both get a whole card, all right? So I'll take one, and you take one. Now we'll just deal the rest of our hand, 4 cards each. Now I want you to sort of mix your cards around here, just like I'm doing, so nobody can know for sure what cards will end up where. Okay, so now we'll do this. You get to decide everything, and I really want you to win. I'm going to make sure you have every possibility and every advantage so you can win this little game here. Alright, so watch. 2 cards. Which one would you like? You can pick any one you want. Maybe they go for this one here, and we'll do it again. In fact, you can turn it face up and you can see what you have. That's a huge advantage, so you can see what you have at all times. Ooh, a 9, that's a good card. We'll do it again. 2 cards, you can select any one that you like, that you want. Maybe they go for this one here. You can see it. Ooh, an ace. Yeah, you might really win here. Let me catch up. So 2 cards for me. And you can select any card that you want me to have. And maybe this one right here, I'll put it right there next to my whole card. And just so I want you have the upper hand, we won't look at mine yet, okay? So we'll do one more for me. You can pick any one that you want for me to have. That one right there. Okay. We'll do one for you. And again, you can turn it face up and pick whichever one you want. Maybe that one here. Ooh, another 9. This is starting out to be pretty good game. I think you're gonna win. Okay, so we'll do it one more time. For me, you want this one for me. All right. So there's 2 cards left, and 2 cards. I'll just show them to you. Do you see a card that would make your hand better? You can peek at your whole card just to make sure. They look at that and they maybe see a card they would like to make their hand a good hand. They'll of course go for this one here. Okay, so I'll put that there. Now look, what is your whole card? They look at their whole card and it looks like, oh wow, you have a full house, 9s over aces, and I think that's a pretty good hand. Let's see what you gave me. Well, I have the ace of spades. Oh man, I have the king. I have the whole royal flush in spades. Well, I'll try to make you win it, but you know, that's my job. Alright, so no matter what happens in this trick, you always get the royal flush in spades. And this is how you set this thing up. So you start out with an ace on top, and you just get out a royal flush in spades and get out a good hand like a full house here. Okay, so you just take an ace, take one of the full house cards and just alternate them. All right, so ace, royal, and then just keep alternating like this until, you know, there's no cards left. All right, so you just do this until all the cards are alternated like this. So royal flush, full house, flush, full house, flush, full house, flush, full house, flush, full house. So these go on top of the deck, and you single somebody out who knows about poker, right? Has a good knowledge of poker hands and how to play poker. So as you're saying this, now I need somebody who knows how to play poker and knows what poker hands are. And as you're saying this, do a jog shuffle like this, and then perfect, you'll be good for this. Now just as you're saying all this, you're just doing this mix casually as you're talking. Lift up at the jog, and then do a casual triple cut like this at the table, cutting half the cards above the break, cutting at the break, and cutting these last here, which are these the cards that you need. So now you just do like a casual, seemingly haphazard mixing up of the cards here like this, stacking up, of course, the last cards that you need on top of the deck. Now you'll do a sort of a modified JOC mixing procedure like this, and I don't know if I came up with this thing or not, but it takes a JOC cut a step further. All right, so you hand them the deck and you ask them to do sort of the same thing. So take some cards, and maybe less than half, and put them right there, and say, yeah, you mix them up like I did. So they shuffle those, and you're just doing a shuffled OC cut like this, you know, explaining what you want them to do, and so they do that. Now it's like a magician's choice, like an equivoke thing here, where they stack the packets up. Say, pick up any one of those piles that you want to. We're gonna stack them up however you want to. So you ask them to pick one up. If they go for this one, you ask them to put it on top of any other pile, and then once they do that, you ask them to take the combined pile and put it on top of those. So if they don't pick up that target pile, you ask them to pick up one, they pick up this one, and ask them to put it in their hand. Next, ask them to point to one. If they point to this one, ask them to put these on top and then put the rest on top. So no matter what happens, you're just directing them with equivoke to put the last pile that you need on top of the deck. So if they do this, they picked up this one, put it in your hand, ask them to point to another one. If they point to this one, ask them to put these on top and put them on there. If they point to that one, they do this, put them on top of there, and they take the last one and put them on top of everything. So you can see, no matter what they choose, you just direct them with fair choices seemingly to put the last packet on top. I think it takes it a step further, and they get extra free choices out of that. So by now, they've cut the deck 3 times, they've shuffled it, and they stacked them however they wanted to, or so it seems, but you've still maintained the order on top of the deck that you need. So at this point, the deck is on the table, and you say, look, I won't change the cards at all. I'll just give us both each a whole card, and so you just take the top card for yourself, obviously, the Ace of Spades, and then give them the next card. Now just deal a card, deal 4 cards each to you and your opponent. All right, so the first card obviously goes to you, so you just go like this until you both have 4 cards, like you're playing a real game. And so at this point, you will have all the Royal Flush cards, and they will have all of the, they get another one, and they get all of the Full House cards. Now to make it even more fair, you say, like, we'll both mix our cards so that nobody can know for sure which cards will where the whatever, right? You both mix the cards. All right, so now you pick yours up, and they pick theirs up and ask them to put theirs on top of yours. Now, say, look, I really want you to win. You tell them that you're going to try to make them win, and they're going to get the upper hand, all the advantages, so they can win, okay? So now you just deal 2 cards here, which will be obviously their cards, right? The first 4 of their cards, the Full House cards. So look, you can choose any card that you want for yourself. In fact, you can turn it face up so you know what you're getting, which is a huge advantage. All right, so it's very important to turn it face up. So they can choose anyone they like, it doesn't matter, obviously, and they turn it face up, say, ooh, an ace, and really make a big deal out of whatever card they get, okay? So make it, you know, put some presentation into it, okay? So now after they choose that, you just put their rest on top of that card they didn't pick, okay? So pick these up, and now you'll do it again, all right? Put 2 cards here, they take one for themselves, whichever one they choose is the one they get, and they take this one here, say, ooh, a 9, that's a good card, and, you know, acting, okay? So take the rest of the cards, put it on top of the one they didn't pick. Now you say, ooh, that's a 9 and an ace, those are good cards, let me catch up. All right, so it's always 2, 2, 1, 1, all right? So they get 2, and then you'll get 2, just the same thing, okay? So look, I'll take 2 cards, now pick one for me to have. So they can pick any one for you to have, maybe this one here, and I won't look at mine, so that's a huge advantage for you. So I won't look at mine, I don't know what I'm getting quite yet. So after they do that, you put these on top of here, and then you do it again. You'll pick another one for me, and so they do, maybe that one there, and just keep putting these on top of the cards they didn't pick. All right, so now they take one more turn for them. Again, pick one for you. You can turn it face up so you know what you're getting. Ooh, another 9. 2 9s and an ace. I think you're really gonna win. Alright, so now you'll do one for yourself. Alright, so it's always 2 2 1 1. Okay, so 2 2 1 1. Just remember that formula. They pick one for you. And you do that. Now look, at the very end, this is a John Bannon idea, which is the best I've seen for this routine, because normally you'd have to do like an equivoke or like a magician's choice to have them pick one of these, but I always thought that was weak. And so if you show them both cards and say, look, this time I'll show you both cards and I want you to take a peek at your whole card, and whichever card you see here that makes your card a better hand, just take that card. And so they really think they're getting the upper hand here, and everything is so fair, but it's not. Okay, so in this case, they'll always go for that ace, obviously, all right, because if they know anything about poker, then they want to get that full hand, okay? So they take a peek at their whole card, and then they take that ace. Ooh, another ace. So I'll take that one. Now you ask them to turn over their whole card and see what hand they got. Say, ooh, a full house, 9s over aces. How am I going to beat that? So at the end, you say, look, here's what you gave me. Oh, well, my whole card's the ace of spades. Let's see what these cards are. And then you just turn over all to reveal that you have the royal flush. Now, if you're picky, and if you want to have the royal flush come out in order at the end, then just don't do a false mix of your cards at the beginning. Alright guys, so as always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch this video. It means the world to me that you would sit down and watch what I had to show you, and I really hope that you're enjoying this 14-day challenge so far. Till next time, happy practicing. I love you guys.